Remember, this seat fell vacant following the successful pursuit of the Speaker of the the National Assembly by who was holding this office, that is Moses Masika Wetangula. And since then, when the IEBC declared that seat vacant, it attracted so many candidates, and those that were processed to vie for this seat were about the 11 candidates, some of them running as independent candidates and some are sponsored by various political parties and coalitions. Yes, and right now we are at a place called Moi Primary Schools. Moi Primary School is one of the polling centers in Kandui, rather in Bungoma County, that is being used for this exercise. And Moi Polling Center has so many polling stations here. If I can see, if my colleague behind the lens, Martin Kivuti, can basically pan around and show you the many polling stations we are having around here. There are about 7 of them, if I'm not wrong, and this is one of the largest polling centers around here. This is Kandui constituency, and exactly at 6, when the polling centers are usually supposed to open, we were at one of the polling centers. It's called some primary school, DEB primary school here within Kandui constituency. And let me tell you, by around 6:51, that is 51 minutes later, only one person had voted in one of those polling stations. That is already painting a picture of low voter turnout that we can expect throughout the day here, though we cannot tell because it's very, very early in the morning still. And you see, we have a culture as Kenyans at the last minute rush. Probably we are expecting many people by the day to stream in by the day. But then just to paint for us a picture of what's happening here, Doreen, Martin, if you can just basically bring one of the presiding officers here on set, and just tell us what is happening in his particular polling stations. And brother, if you just look into the camera here and talk to us, I'm going to hold the microphone for you. Okay. Tell us your name and what you do here, and what is actually the general outlook here. How many people are registered for in your stations, and how many have turned up so far?
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm Omalo Sostin Barasa, presiding officer, Moi Primary. That is room number 4. The day started well. As usual, we opened our station exactly at 6:00 hours. And as you've reported, actually, the turnout is too low. And we are expecting people to keep on streaming in. We may not have so many reasons why they're coming at that low rate, but as IEBC officials, we are set, we are prepared, we are ready to receive them. And like in my polling station, so far, we have only seen around 12 out of 589 registered voters in my polling station. That means the turnout is completely too low, but we are hoping for the best. We may have reasons. You see, this is a by-election. It's only being done maybe in Bungoma County, and maybe some of, or majority of the voters, some of them, they work elsewhere. And you see, unlike other counties, the work is on, people are working, and maybe it could be the reason why we are experiencing such a really low voter turnout. But we are hoping for the best at the end of the day. Thank you very much.
What do you think could have been done probably to get people come out and vote?
I think sensitization, maybe if it was done, it was never done enough. And also maybe people are not seeing the real reason why they should come because of maybe the life situation. You see, at the moment, the country is really experiencing what we call economic hard times. The cost of living is high. Maybe people are preferring to go and look for other ways of survival other than coming to vote, maybe for their own reasons known to them. Okay. All right.
And I saw at at your polling station that one of the voters came there, but then you redirected him to another polling station. What could be the reason?
Yeah, actually, this is Moi Primary. It's a center, but within the center we have another center because of there is this Namachanja High School, which is also a polling center. But because of the ongoing examinations, KCSE paper, we are not able to carry this election process from the school. So the IEBC opted to move the station, the center, to the neighboring primary school, which is still this Moi Primary. And that's why you saw one of the voter came in, but he was not able to vote from Moi Primary. Instead, we advised him to go to the Namachanja, which is still the same institution from the other side. Yeah. Okay.
Have we had any case, probably the 12 people that you mentioned that have already come to cast their votes, have we had any case of maybe one of them being unable to be identified by that KIMS kit?
Yeah, so far so good. We are using biometric identification. For the first 12 voters, none has been validated by the PO. That means the system is doing well, and we appreciate that. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. And just tell me, after how long will you be maybe doing the tabulation for the turnout? After how long? In what frequency?
At an interval of 2 hours. Like we are supposed to tabulate at 9, 11, 1, 3, and then at 5 when we are just about to close the polling station. Yes.
Fine. We'll continue. We'll come back to you later on to see how the turnout pans up. Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Doreen, sorry. Let me just. That is one of the presiding officers manning one of the stations at this polling center here, and you see the turnout is quite low here. But then there are people still coming out to vote, and with me here is another voter. Let me just get to hear from him what he has to say about his experience so far. Ndugu, habari yako? Kitazamia pale, unieleze majina yako, uniambie ulifika hapa saa ngapi na shughuli inaenda vipi?
Mimi ni Yusuf Saidi, mkaaji wa Bungoma. Mimi upigia police station ya Moi Primary School, na naona vote si mbaya, watu wanapiga lakini wanakuja mdogo mdogo, lakini naomba kwa Wakenya wote wakuje wamalize hii mambo ya vote, waelekee makazini. Mambo ni sure iko sawa.
Mambo iko sawa, lakini kulingana nawe, kwa mtazamo wako, dhani kwa nini idadi ya watu wanaojitokeza kuja kupiga kura ni iko chini?
Idadi ya watu imerudi chini kwa sababu watu wengi waogopa, wanapigia watu kura na watu wanaangushwa. Sasa ndio hii watu wa Kenya wamekasirika sana. Lakini kwa sababu watu namuona waliamua kupigia president, wakuja waamua kupigia huyu senator na mambo yaishi. Wakubali matokeo yenye yatakuwa.
Asante sana. Na asante sana ndugu. Thank you. Na wakubali matokeo ambayo itakuwa. That is one of the rallying call. That is the rallying call from one of the voters here saying that though the process could be slow, yes, but then it's still urging voters from Bungoma County to come out and partake in this exercise if they want to have a voice in the next in the leadership that's going to be in place for the next 5 years. Doreen, that is one of the voters there, urging people to come out and vote. Remember, this is a Moi polling center with so many polling stations here. There are a total of 1,373 polling stations spread across the 9 constituencies that make up the Bungoma County. And of course, from here we'll be heading to other polling centers to see what's happening there. But for now, Doreen, I think I'll hand it back to you, but then we'll be updating our viewers progressively regarding this exercise. I hand it back to you, Doreen.